Hey everybody, welcome back for a slightly different setup of Memory Keeping Plan with me. So as you can see, the base kit is already set up. I've done that for the next couple of weeks. I just needed some sticker time in my planner. After this week that we're going to talk about today, I got into a real mental funk, I think because we headed into August, which is where fall semester is fast approaching. And also it's just I'm sick of being hot in the summer weather. So I think this is what I'm going to do for the next little while is just put down the base of the kit on my own, and then I'll try and do a talk through for the day by day. So this is Country Life by Cinderella Paper. I also figure that if you see my lineup videos, then you already saw the kit in full to begin with, and personally I don't find it that interesting to film, edit, and voice over the base of a kit anyway. So that's what the kit looks like. I think I was originally going to use this for the week of July 31st, but I just switched around the two different kits for those weeks because I felt like this matched this week better, and then this fruit kit matched this week better. So anyway, those are the only bases I've got laid out right now. I'm currently living the week of August 14th, so I got a few more that I could catch up on. But yeah, let's just go ahead and jump into it then. So this week I had jury duty and my husband got really sick. So if you remember, it's been weeks since I filmed this Plan With Me. I'm a couple weeks ahead on Plan With Me this summer, or on videos this summer, which is really nice. But it means that the gaps in between Plan With Me's are actually a lot larger. So anyway, we were at a wedding and I think he picked up a really bad cold there, but I didn't get sick, so I don't know what it was. It wasn't COVID, supposedly. But yeah, he was really sick this week, so this was not a great week. Also, my passport application got returned, so that was annoying to have to deal with all of that. But let's just go ahead and jump into putting down some stickers. So you'll notice I don't have full boxes on Monday or Wednesday. There were just a lot of things going on these days that I didn't feel like I needed to take up space with full boxes. So yeah, and the kitten, as always, is bouncing around in the background. I promise I played with her before I started filming this, but she's still got energy. I might zoom in for each of these actually. So the first thing I'm marking on Monday is that my husband actually went to the office this day because he had a big meeting. So that car icon is from Planet Hannah. Let's go ahead and try and zoom in and be a good YouTuber. Whoops, no, don't fall over. Okay, so I'm just gonna have to remember to keep moving the camera. So he went to work at the office, and then while he was at work, or before he was at work, I honestly can't remember, he realized he was getting sick. So that's the next thing I'm gonna mark. I'm still unsure what to do with these photo kits because I don't know, I feel like when you put the photo elements mixed in with the colors, it kind of looks a little strange, but let's test it out and see. I don't like having to think too much and take up things too many times when I'm filming things like this, so we're just gonna have to see. Oh my God, kitten. She just stepped all over my stickers. Honey, she turned 4 months old yesterday as of this filming, and if you aren't aware, I feel like 4-month-old kittens, that's where they start to get into lots and lots of trouble. Yes, you're a troublemaker. Can't mind your own business. Okay, so I'm gonna put down all of these first just to see if I even like this layout, and then I'll put the icons down. No, that's not to play with, babe. And let's use, I guess, one of these. The problem with filming talk-throughs like this is that I am really bad at, I'm really bad at talking and putting stickers down at the same time. So bear with me. So to mark that my husband started not feeling well, I have this little tissue box from apple blossom prints. And then I had to do some financial stuff. So I have this icon, or this old little thing from Cinderella Paper. You're not supposed to chew on that. And then I did a workout. So I have this really old oh hello icon, and I think I have a workout script in the kit, or maybe I don't now that this is a newer format of kit. Little cat, stop that. You don't know how to mind your own business. You have toys. Okay, so that's the first box of Monday. Then for the second box of Monday, I had to do laundry, so let's just use a little thing for that, because, you know, it's just laundry. It's nothing too crazy. And I don't like the placement of that. This sticker might not stick if I keep messing with it. Good scratch, honey. We got her a new scratching post, so that's fun for her. Okay. So did laundry, voiced over a plan with me. So let's do one of these for the voiceover. I think this looks okay. I don't know. This was a kit I considered color blocking, but I couldn't figure it out. And then also I don't like that when I color block, I can't, like, where did my little thing sheet go? It's not over here. I don't like that when I color block, I can't, like, I don't have good leftovers, if that makes sense. Like, all the glitter headers are one color, and it's just annoying, so. Yeah. So we're not color blocking this week. So then I I pulled stickers for a plan with me, and then I was just not feeling great this day. And this was before I went to jury duty. So that's fun for me. Summer just, as it drags on, just makes me kind of sad. I don't like the weather. So for laundry, I have this little icon. I think this is from Scribble Prints Co. And then there's probably a laundry script in the kit. Yep, there is. Honey, no! Then for voicing over a plan with me, I have this little microphone from Planet Hannah. Oh, this is not for pulling stickers. This is for filming my August lineup. So that's from Bella Planella. And then for feeling kind of lonely and low, I just have this from Once More with Love. All right, one more box for Monday. Apparently there was just a lot going on. Oh, my passport application got sent back, so fun times. They sent me a letter. So I had mailed it exactly 1 week before it came back. And they said that for some, they didn't go into specifics, so that was not helpful. But they said that the photo didn't meet their standards. I don't really know why. It was the right size. We thought it was the right distance. I don't know. And so I looked it up, and like normally they would tell you why they sent it back. But in this case, they did not. So I had to go figure that out. And it was kind of stressful just because I knew I was going to have to go to jury duty. Well, I didn't know until this moment when I went and checked my jury duty. And, oh, it said to check back again on Tuesday evening. So I was like, I'm on call for jury duty. It's kind of frustrating that I need to like run around and try and figure out my passport situation when I thought I had figured it out already. So we are not leaving the country until January. So like I have time. It's just I'm hearing horror stories about people's passports not getting back to them in time. But I think the summer travel is dying down, so I'm hoping mine's in process now. So after I sent it back, so hopefully we're all good. But anyway, this Grumpy Molly, of course, is from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. That was for my passport getting sent back to me because the photo was rejected. That was not fun for me. Then I had to check jury duty, so I was on call for like 5 days until they called me in. So I had to check online for that. That's from Planet Hannah. And then I watched Rank King on the Try Guys YouTube channel. I didn't do this right. So again, this icon's going to be from Planet Hannah. And then I played with my kitten Clover. So that paw print little thing is an old little thing from a kit from Cinderella Paper. This is not perfect, but who cares? So that's everything for Monday. Tuesday, we have fewer things to mark, so there's going to be a full box at the bottom of the day. My husband worked from home because he had a cough still. I don't think he was going to go into the office this day anyway because he had gone in the previous day, but yeah. So let's use a little thing for that. Let's see here. Okay. Oh, I only have 6 things to mark. Oh. So I've got lots of space to play with here. Then I was looking for work this day because I had a feeling I was going to need to go to jury duty at some point this week, so I kind of just got things done as far ahead of time as I could. So I looked for work because that's something I needed to do this week. And then I thought I was getting sick. I didn't end up getting sick, but I had like a scratchy throat. It might have just been the weather though. So luckily I didn't get sick, but this day I was like, I don't know, maybe I am. But I did not, so that was nice. Okay, so for my husband working from home, I've got another tissue box from Apple Blossom Prints. For looking for work, I have this from Planet Hannah. And then for having like dry nasal passages and a scratchy throat, I've got this from Apple Blossom Prints. Moving down to the second half of Tuesday. Oh gosh, other than that, I did not do a lot this week, or this day, I should say. Whoops, almost threw all my stickers on the ground. I had to check for jury duty again, and then this, of course, was the day, not of course, you don't know this, but this was the day where they said, yeah, you need to show up at 7:45 tomorrow. So I checked for 3 different days, and this was the day they finally decided that they needed me. So you can do this online. They have a call-in system from like back in the day, but you can also check online now. So that's why I'm marking it with laptops from Planet Hannah. And then I watched more Rank King on YouTube. I was just doing a rewatch because of a bunch of different YouTube series. Because why not? I treat them like shows, basically. And then at the end of the day, we played with both cats, which was nice. So I'm going to use a big box for that because I need to be able to write in both cats' names. So for television, I've got this from Planet Hannah. And then for playing with both Evie and Clover, I've got this from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. And then I've got this from Planet Hannah that says Play with Evie, but I'll write and Clover underneath. I ordered these before we got Clover, so I'll write in and Clover underneath that. So that's Tuesday. And then Wednesday is another long day because I had to go to jury duty. My husband took this day off sick because he was like, I pushed myself too hard on Tuesday. So I think I have 12 things again on this day. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to put this little thing that I pulled at the bottom of the day first. Yeah. So that I can see how much space I have. And because this is an asterisk, I can put it upside down to match my pattern. Okay, cool. So to mark my husband's sick day, I guess let's use a pattern. He's like the person who will keep pushing through, especially if he can work from home. But I was like, no, I totally support you. Just taking it easy this day. So for his sick day, I have this from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. And then at 7:45 in the morning, I needed to report for jury duty. And especially during the summer, I typically don't get up that early. So that was fun for me. Also, like the last year and a half, I've been teaching mostly afternoon classes. So like I feel justified in not getting up early because like if I'm useless for like a 4 p.m. class, or if I'm tired by a 4 p.m. class, like that's not good for anybody, you know what I mean? So anyway, 7:45 is not something I'm used to lately. And then I did get coffee at the courthouse. So what happened was, little kitten, what are you doing? What happened was I reported at 7:45. I was there more like 7:55 because what happened was I exited the parking garage and it was really difficult to figure out where the actual courthouse was because they weren't right next door. Both of these are from Wonton in a Million. And then these two other women were asking me where it was, and I led them in the wrong direction at first, which was, I felt terrible. So we probably all showed up at the jury assembly room at like 7:55, but it turned out fine because like they didn't start making announcements until right at 8. So I think we were cool. So we were in the assembly room, they did the orientation, played the videos, had the judge talk to us, and then I was part of one of the first groups that got called to go up to a courtroom. So I went up to a courtroom, they had us fill out some questionnaires about hardships, which I didn't have any, so I said I had none, because I really don't. And also pertaining to the type of case that it was, this is hard to talk about, but it was how do I say this without getting flagged on YouTube? It was a child SA case, unfortunately. And so part of the questionnaire was like, have you or someone you know been a victim of that? Unfortunately, I do know some people, so we'll talk about that more the next day. So I disclosed that and everything. Then I think what happened was we went back downstairs after we did the questionnaires. They called us back at 10:30 into the courtroom and sorted out, like, they dismissed the people who had hardships or who they thought automatically wouldn't be a good fit for the case. And then the rest of us, which included me, went into the courtroom and the judge explained that they were going to dismiss us for today, have us come back the next morning when they had another group of people who they had sorted through. So they had like 80 jurors to sort through the next day. I don't know if I explained that correctly, but basically there were like 40 of us in that first group. And then they needed to filter through like another 40 so that they had like enough people to select from. So in between filling out the questionnaires and getting back into the courtroom, I got a coffee. Long story long. And then this asterisk is for being dismissed until the next day. So basically I was there for like 3 hours this day. They did pay me mileage for having to go back the next day because after the second day, like they reimburse you for mileage. I don't think I would have been paid, or I wouldn't receive it's not that much pay anyway, but I'm a state employee technically, so I don't think they would have paid me beyond the mileage reimbursement. that was a long story. Sorry about that. Okay, I hit up McDonald's on the way home for some smoothies. I wanted to get hash browns, but it was like 10:45, and they were like, oh, we stopped serving breakfast at 10:30, which I didn't realize they went back to doing that. So that kind of sucks for me. But I guess during the pandemic, they like must have cut back on how often they serve or how long they serve breakfast. So I got some mango pineapple smoothies because that's like my favorite thing from McDonald's besides the hash browns and the French fries. I got one for my husband too because he, like I said, he was sick. Checked in with him at home, and then I went to the library because you can get passport photos done there for $10, and I just wanted to make sure it was done right this time. So I'm gonna put that in. The two ladies at the not the airport, the library who do the passport applications and photos are so funny. They're just like hopping and bopping real quickly. They're funny. I like them. And they were very helpful. Like, she was telling me all this stuff that like I already knew, but she was talking so fast that I'm like, I'm not gonna stop your roll, you know? But yeah. She took my photo real quick, printed it out. I looked way worse in that photo than I did in the photo we took at home, but you know, hopefully that one goes through, you know? Because I'm sick of dealing with this. Okay. I think I'm gonna use another little thing. Little kitten, I can hear you getting in trouble over there. We're gonna have words in a minute. Then, what am I marking? Then I went to the post office, of course, to mail my passport application again. Not thrilled that I've had to spend priority postage twice now, but it hasn't gotten sent back yet, so hopefully it's going to end well. So that's for smoothies. I have no idea where that sticker's from. This is from Wonton and a Million for getting my passport photo taken at the library. Oh, good, I am in frame. And then I have this little sticker from Scribble Prints Co. for remailing the passport application. And then this is for marking that the kitten got to spend some time out in the living room this day. That's from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. This is her current attitude, the kitten, for sure. Okay, how do I show you the bottom part of Wednesday? That's as good as we're gonna get. Bottom part of Wednesday, I marked that I was absolutely exhausted. So let's do one of, what color? I guess let's just do this. I made a Negroni for the first time. So I was looking up like what I could make with the alcohol that we've got in our house, and it wasn't a true Negroni because it didn't have Campari, we have Aperol, but you know, close enough. And it made me really want to go to Italy and have a Negroni for real. I always want to go to Italy. A bunch of people were in Italy this year, and I took that personally, I'm just kidding. Then I'm gonna mark watching more, well not more, but Rank Court, which is a separate funny series that the Try Guys have started, I think this year. And then I played with the kitten again. So let's use the last one of these. I still have like 7 full boxes left over from this kit because of how she did all different. There weren't fashion girls with this kit, obviously, so all of the fashion girl spaces were different animals or scenes, so that's kind of nice. I wish people would just do like add-ons of fashion girls. I like fashion girls personally. I know a lot of people don't, so that would be one reason to only do them as add-ons. And then also like they just take up a lot of space in the kit when they're included in the kit. So anyway, for being exhausted because I had a long day just running around all over the place, that is from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. for making my Negroni. If you don't know, a Negroni is, I'm probably butchering that pronunciation. It's supposed to be Campari, but I used Aperol gin and vermouth, equal parts, all three of those things, and then garnish with an orange peel. We did not have good oranges this week, so I didn't do the orange peel garnish. But anyway, that cocktail sticker is from Planet Hannah, and so is this television for watching Rank Court on YouTube. And then for playing with Clover, I got this from Once More with Love. While we're on this side of the planner, we're going to go over to the sidebar. Same sidebar as always. You don't need to hear about it. I marked it was hot, hot, hot this week. So I have these sunglasses from Wonton in a Million. And then I wrote in the sidebar that the kitten is in her I just learned how to creep and be sneaky era, because she was being very creepy, creeping around everywhere. So that is from, making sure you can see that. That's from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. I think the sheet is literally called Molly is Being a Creeper, because the kitten is just developing and learning how to be sneaky and how to be a good hunter. Isn't that right? As she's like, what? Where did you get that pen? Sorry, I just realized she stole my husband's pen off his desk. She's being a bad girl. Alrighty, so that's the first half of this week. We're going to go ahead and move on to the second half. There's a guy on a bicycle riding away with a giant box. So we're going to go ahead and move on to Thursday. Thursday, of course, I had to go back to the courthouse, but the first thing I'm going to mark is that my husband was basically congested for the rest of the week. Fun for him, I know. So I think I'm going to do 5 things in this box and 4 on the bottom. There's a lot to mark this day. While my husband was sick, he had to take care of my in-laws' cat, his parents' cat, because they were away for a short trip. So I'm going to put that in. Her name is Sookie. She's a black cat. She is named after the True Blood character, apparently. I don't know. I didn't watch. I didn't watch True Blood, so I don't actually know what that's about. I messed up. This was supposed to be this color, just for the sake of spacing out the colors. There's so much construction lately, I think, because it's been dry lately, so people are taking advantage of that. I took a COVID test because it had been 5 days since we went to that wedding. It was negative. And then I returned for the jury selection. So let's go ahead and use this, I guess. I don't know. So basically with jury selection, this day I went straight back to the courtroom that I had left the day before, and I got placed in the jury box almost immediately. I was willing to do the job. I would not have minded doing it, especially this time of year. Like, I'm on break. I think the last time I got called for jury service, I might have been in grad school. I can't remember if I've been called while I was living here or not. So, yeah. I cannot figure out what's going to fit in this space. It's bothering me. I guess I think I might have to just do another little thing. I guess. I wish I had one of those skinnier labels left, or I'm going to do this, but maybe the yellow one. I wish I had the yellow plain one, but we'll use the yellow glitter one. It's fine. Actually, I'm going to switch these. Sorry, changing my mind a lot. Yeah, I wouldn't have minded doing the job, but long story short, I think the defense attorney decided, based on my answers to certain questions, that I wouldn't be a good fit for this specific case, because I know people who have been affected by this type of crime. Also, he asked me something at one point about, like, how do you know when a kid is lying to you? And I'm like, I thought about it for longer than anyone wanted me to think about it, probably, which was like probably 10 seconds. And I was like, I don't know. So I think that was why they didn't think I'd be a great fit. That's fine. I understand. Like, everyone deserves a fair trial. But I think they were just a little, like, I don't know, is she just gonna not basically give them a fair trial? So it's hard with those types of cases, though, because it's like, my perspective was like, I don't really understand why a kid would lie about something like that. That's just me. Yep. So anyway, for marking my husband being congested for the rest of the week, that's from Apple Blossom Prints. For him taking care of his parents' cat, this black paw print is from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. For my COVID test, this is from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. For returning for jury selection, I had no idea when else I could ever possibly use this sticker. So there we go. That's from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. And then I searched for this sticker for such a long time because I knew I had it, but I couldn't find it. It's the question Molly, because I was questioned by the lawyers. Basically, I was in the jury box from so I had to show up at 10 until lunch. And then after we came back for lunch, I think around 2:30, that's when they excused me. So yeah, like I said, I wouldn't have mind. There were definitely people there who were like, ugh, I can't believe I have to be here. And I'm like, I mean, this is part of participating in society, especially if you're, legally, if you're registered to vote. So I wouldn't have mind doing it. I just think that type of case, apparently, I thought I could be unbiased, but I don't think the lawyers necessarily thought I could. So didn't get placed on that trial. It would have worked perfectly with my semester schedule too, because we would have been done with plenty of time, but it's fine. I think also if you seem a little too helpful to want to be on the trial, maybe they don't want you, that's fine. Okay, so moving on to the bottom of the day. I know I probably just explained that terribly. I'm sorry. You all probably think I'm a real weirdo now, but that's just how I felt. I was like, I'm willing to do it if you guys think that I'm a good fit, and they thought I probably wasn't, and that's fine. So moving on to the second half of the day, I've barely touched this sheet, I just realized. I'm gonna mark that I got excused. It was a weird feeling because then I went downstairs to oh, I had 10 things to mark this day. Interesting. I guess I couldn't omit full boxes from all of these days. That would have been a bit weird. But yeah, I went downstairs to get my parking validated and all that. And as I was leaving, this one guy was like, congratulations. And I'm like, I don't really consider it a congratulations. Obviously it's a really upsetting case. And not many people want to be on it. But I don't know. I think people have a really weird relationship with jury duty. I understand I'm in a place of privilege where I get summers off and I have a job where even if they did call me during the semester, they would definitely not give me a hard time about going. But there was some, I don't know, I'm just gonna be honest, there were some really bad attitudes that I encountered that day. I'm just like, yikes, I don't like you. Just being honest. And then I went home and vented to my husband about the case and the whole experience, because if I had been placed on the trial, I wouldn't have been allowed to talk to him about it, obviously, until the trial was done. So I couldn't talk about it to him the day before, even though I knew the type of case it was going to be. So I was kind of relieved that I got dismissed this day, because I'm like, okay, I can tell you why. I'm kind of upset right now, because it was just, it's an upsetting thing to hear. Although some people were like, oh, I just don't want to hear about this type of thing, or I don't think this is a good thing. And the lawyers and the judge were all like, well, I think we all agree that this is not a good thing to have happened. That's why we're here, So I thought it was interesting when people were trying to use that as an excuse, because I'm like, well, yeah, we all agree that this is not okay. If this is what happened, that's not okay, right? We know that. That's not what's up for debate right now. Anyway, thanks for listening to me rant. I'm probably not making sense. I'm trying to figure out what other stickers I have left. We went over to my in-laws' house to feed the cat. I went with Nathan because he still wasn't feeling well this day, so since I could go with him to drive, I thought it would be a good idea to go with him. Sookie was hiding under the bed. She likes my husband, but she doesn't really know me that well. That's from Once More with Love. So I think she was just a little freaked out that there were a bunch of strangers in her house. She's like, where are my parents? Then I watched Pete Davidson on YouTube this evening. He's not 100% my type of comedian, but you know, it was something to watch. I've run out of space here, so I think I'm just going to use another little thing. Yeah, I'm going to have to. Oh boy, I'm completely out of space, so that's going to hang over a little bit. Oh well. This is from Itty Bitty Sticker Co., and this is to mark that our cat Evie actually played with her string toy for the first time in a very long time, because she has lost interest in it, but now since she's been seeing the kitten play with a string toy, she's interested again. So that's lots of fun. So that's Thursday. That's my jury duty story. Moving on to Friday. How many things do I have to mark here? Too many. Okay. This was the day that I have lived in my current city for 5 years. I have been a Southern California resident for 5 whole years now. That is wild. To me, this is a really old sticker from Oholoko. I'm realizing now I messed up this day, but it's fine. We're just going to proceed because I am not taking up 5 different stickers. Then, my husband and I had a little bit of a tiff this day just because he'd been sick all week and I'd had a stressful week with jury duty and the passport nonsense, and the kitten was really getting in his way this day. And he was getting frustrated, and, you know, we just both had to vent a lot of frustration. So I have this old sticker from Oholoko. I took over playing with the kitten because she was nuts this day. She's nuts every day. What am I talking about? Oh, she's finally falling asleep behind me, by the way. What a cutie. But she's so crazy. I'm going to use this, I think, for playing with Clover. And then our maintenance guy came by but couldn't actually fix anything this day because his card got hacked. So that sucked. But we had our bathroom fan stopped working, so it needed to be replaced. So he came by to, like, assess the situation this day. But he had to come back on Monday. So for playing with Clover, that's from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. And then for Oscar coming by, our maintenance guy is super nice. That's also from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. Then I was in my feelings because of the jury trial. I was just kind of grumpy. Just kind of recovering from all of that. It's pretty stressful, and it brought up some complicated feelings. So we're gonna mark that, not with this because that's the color of the glitter header. I don't like to put the color of the label next to the color of the glitter header. If you were wondering, not that it's that big of a deal, but you know. Oh wait, that's the color I just used. I'm struggling a little bit here. Let's use this color. So yeah, I was just in a mood after all of the stress of this week. Oh, also the stress of my passport and all of that. Not fun stuff. So this is from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. to mark that I was in my feelings. We got Vietnamese takeout this day, which is nice. I cannot remember the name of the place off the top of my head, but we hadn't tried it before, and so we finally tried it this day. So that was nice. It's nice to try new places. So I'm actually going to use a slightly bigger box for that. We didn't end up going out like we normally would on Friday night because my husband was still sick. So, but the Vietnamese takeout was for lunch, and then I edited my planner lineup from a few days that I filmed a few days before, and then I was rewatching Candid Competition on the Try Guys YouTube channel. That series, besides Eat the Menu, is probably my favorite from them. Oh, and Without a Recipe. That's good as well. I feel like I need something not green at the bottom of this day. I don't know how long this video is going to be. Oh, it'll be interesting to see if it's longer than my normal Plan With Me's that are voiced over or not. So for takeout, that spring roll sticker that I finally get to use, I haven't used any from that sheet. That's from Benita Creations because I like to get spring rolls from Vietnamese places. They're tasty. And then for editing the lineup video, that's from Planet Hannah. And then for watching Candid Competition, this is also from Planet Hannah. Moving on to Saturday, I woke up from a nightmare. That was not much fun. Been having more nightmares lately, which is not typical for me. Excuse me. What can you do about it though, you know? So that's what I'm dealing with lately. I think I'm just stressed out a lot. And then I had cramps, which is possibly part of the reason I had a nightmare. So for the nightmare, this is from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. For cramps, I'm not even gonna bless this with a label. We're just gonna put it in. That's from Once More With Love. Then I guess probably a little bit later in the day, I filmed a Plan With Me. Let's do this one. And then pulled stickers for another Plan With Me. So let's bring in a little thing. I've used like almost all the little things here. That's wild. There was a lot going on this week, so I needed a lot of little things. Okay, so for filming the Plan With Me, this is from Fox and Cactus, and then for pulling stickers, this is from Bella Planella. Moving on to the second portion of the day. It looks like I was just binge watching old Planet Hannah videos. So let's use some washi for that, I think. Whoops. That probably needs to go a little bit higher up so that we can fit everything. So this YouTube icon is from Planet Hannah. And then the binge watch script is from an old Cinderella Paper sheet. So I was watching old Planet Hannah Plan With Me's that I hadn't watched before because they were like from before I was subscribed to her. And then the two cats were getting along pretty well this day. They were doing some playful pawing under the door, which was cute. I'm gonna pull in some yellow for that. So yeah, they were being all cute this day, which was nice to see. And they had some visits between each other as well. So this was a good day for cat interactions. If you've never introduced two stranger cats to each other, it's a bit of a project. I'm not gonna lie. It's a lot of work, but I think it will pay off in the long run. I think it will be good for both of them in their long term. So for the cats having a good day, this is from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. I was in what I marked as a meh mood. I was just kind of sad. I don't know how much I want to talk about this. You know that like a lot of things didn't go the way that I planned with planning our wedding, and like I'll have good days or good weeks and bad weeks with it. So I was just not having a great time with it this evening. It's usually when I'm tired that it comes back to bother me. So that's from Once More With Love, and then I watched Try Guys videos. So that's from Planet Hannah. Sunday Fun Day. This was the day we were going to go to that alumni picnic that I think I talked about in my monthly plan with me for July, but because my husband was sick, we did not go. He was feeling terrible pretty much this entire week through Sunday, and then he sort of started to feel better the next week. He's still got a cough like this was like 3 weeks ago. So he still has a cough, which that could be from allergies or that could be from leftovers from the cold. When he gets sick, he gets like really sick, and no, it's not man flu. It's like his immune system. I just don't even know what's going on with that. I feel like I have a much stronger one, and I don't know why that is. I have some theories, but who knows? This adorable sticker is from Scribble Prints Co. I need to buy more of those, honestly. I don't really like her characters that much, but like this one, it's a little calico. I think it's supposed to be Kittenish Jess's cat, who's a calico. So there you go. I was holding Clover and just walking around the apartment this morning. It was really nice. She is a sweetie when she, sometimes. Not always a sweetie, but sometimes she is. And then I played with Clover with her taco toy. So this is from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. I like to use the taco for when we play with her taco toy because I think I'm funny. And then I was just tidying up the house this day. We have had boxes in our living room since like this time last year because we bought a bunch of wedding related stuff. So finally broke down a bunch of those boxes, kind of consolidated some stuff, put some things under the bed that could fit under there, like the box for my wedding bouquet, because I had a silk bouquet. That's from Scribble Prints Co. And also deflated all of the birthday balloons that we had in the corner from my 30th and 31st birthday. We were able to take the air out of them, and so we're just storing them for now. The other thing I did kind of in tandem with that is that I want to do some shadow boxes for some of our wedding items, like the invitations and things like that. And we also have some leftover flowers. So I was pulling the items for that and kind of doing a mock-up of what that could look like. So I think I've got a plan. I've ordered the shadow boxes at this point, and they're sitting in my living room. So now I just need to actually put them together. I'm very like done is better than perfect with craft projects, so I want to get that done sooner rather than later, especially because all the stuff's just going to be collecting dust if I don't put it in a frame. So that rose is from Carly Plans, and then I made myself another Negroni this evening because I liked it so much the first time. So I'm going to pull in this color. So yeah, I think the shadow boxes will turn out nicely. I just have to commit to putting them together. And then for the end of the night, I'm gonna mark watching just random YouTube videos with my husband. A couple of channels that he's subscribed to that I also like watching are Game Grumps and ProZD. So that's what we did together. So both of these icons are gonna be from Planet Hannah. We did it. We made it to the end of the video. I feel like I had a Dora the Explorer moment there. All right, so there it is. There's the week in full. Let's show you what is left of this kit at this point. I have lots of full boxes left, but I feel like not a ton of functional stuff, which is different than normal. So I have all these full boxes left. I also have this one, so I have 7 full boxes left. A lot of the glitter sampler, washi, exactly one little thing. So that'll be fun for me to deal with later. A lot of this sheet, not as much from the pattern sheet, which is interesting, and then a fair amount from this sheet. So let me go ahead and write everything in, and then we will say our goodbyes. All right, that is the week all filled out. Let me know what you thought. Which version of Plan With Me do you like? Do you like the sped up voiceover one, or is it okay to do this version where I lay down the base on my own and then talk through all the plants. I switch it up every now and then. Like, I don't think there's one right way to do one of these, but I'd love to know your thoughts. Like I mentioned, I already laid down next week as well, so at least the next plan with me is going to be like this too. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. I think this turned out pretty cute. I'm not sure how I feel about all of the photo elements mixed in with the color elements, but I think it worked out pretty nicely. But yeah, I hope you all are doing well, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye!